A1 Entertainment Podcast. We're feeling fancy. We're feeling classy. We're feeling good.
Well, Phil's
And
feeling
we-
classy. We're feeling
Shut up.
Uh,
We are your hosts. I am Philip Beavers.
I'm Nick Bradshaw.
I'm Kevin Mora. Phil, you remind me of like the college professor that would like hit on the students,
Maybe.
like specifically the blonde ones.
You look like
Ugh.
someone from a movie. I can't.
James
put my
Bond.
finger on
Thanks,
it.
dude. I appreciate it.
Henchman number 5.
Oh, Archer
Agent
Sterling.
number
Thanks, man.
5.
I appreciate it.
Love that.
It actually kind of
It's
is a
actually
little
Sterling
Archer.
Archer.
It is definitely a little Archer.
Yeah, that's why that's one of my favorite shows, and I've always wanted black turtlenecks because of Archer.
Have you never owned a black turtle?
Never once in
I was
my
about to
life.
say, what
One
took
time?
you
No.
so long?
And I bought this on a whim yesterday.
What?
I happened to pass by an
Uh.
H&M on Fifth Ave, and I was like, I've been looking at the H&M one for a while. Let me just go get it.
You know what? Good.
Because I didn't want to get like a
why not?
thick one that's like the overcoat part. I wanted one for
Uh-huh.
layering, so this is a bit thinner,
Yes.
but it's a nice layer, and it just gives me the cloth on my neck, which
That's
is what I wanted.
actually a very, very smart move when it comes
Yeah,
down to
sense.
turtlenecks. I think that turtlenecks is the pure thing is very French, and I think that that's very obnoxious.
I'm unfortunately very French.
No, you're not. You're maybe genetically, but
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, you're not
Genetically. No, culturally,
culturally French.
fuck
Yeah.
them. I will fucking bomb that country.
You know
we
what?
should. We should firebomb the shit out of France, actually. We should just decimate them, nuke them, kill the children, genocide the French. That's what I think. Reverse Algeria on them.
Taste of their own medicine. know,
Reverse car.
Yeah,
Uno
we're
reverse.
playing Uno now, bitch.
Uno reverse. You are
reverse.
Algeria now.
Oh
We're
my
stealing
God.
your minerals that you have none of.
They have a collider.
No, the closest thing they get to crystals is the crystals you find in hard cheeses. That's the closest they have to minerals.
That's such a specific dig.
It was
That's
off
a
the-
good French
It was
dig.
improv.
Well, you
I
guys
don't
are
No, I
know.
like it.
geologically.
You
fucking
guys only
dead,
have
all right?
cheese.
Yeah.
Guys, the only rocks you know about are in your fucking cheese.
Cheese,
You're
you fucking
from
bitch.
Mirage.
You fucking
from
bitch.
Mirage Rocks.
Ah!
Freaks.
Well, welcome back. It's November.
It
We're
is.
feeling good, y'all.
It
I'm gonna
is.
date this podcast. It's
Mhm.
November's. No.
It's November, and we're all doing sober November.
Yeah.
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 Shit.
Oh, yeah, actually, are you still off of socials?
I am.
Good.
Still
see?
no
We're doing
Instagram.
so
I-
good,
I'm
see?
off of my. I'm sober socially. Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm socially
good.
sober. I tell you what. Lately, I've been itching. I've been
blame you.
itching, dude. I started watching some YouTube shorts the other day. I've been
Oh, yeah.
itching, dude.
Actually, I watch a lot of YouTube shorts.
I'm doing
Yeah.
fucking CBD drops.
I
I'm
mean,
doing
I
YouTube
wouldn't even
shorts, which
say
is
that's
like-
more like Delta K. You know, like it's basically the same thing. It's just like the off-brand version that you can't that you do when
Yeah.
you can't get the real thing.
You're
I'm
smoking
doing my
Delta
kratom.
10.
I'm doing
Yeah.
kratom instead of heroin. Like I'm trying to
Right?
get off the opiates. Like it's hard, man. Especially with this administration.
I'm about
It's
to say socials right now are
hard
kind
as
of
fuck to not be on there.
I can't lie, socials right now are kind of fire.
I'm
It's
sure.
it's been crazy to see all the memes. And
Yeah.
like, with like people sharing information that way. I feel very connected.
You're doing this just to tempt me. You're doing this
Uh,
just to fucking.
Yeah,
chill
I
on
didn't
me.
really realize.
Dude,
the
I've been smoking my
temptation to
cigarettes and they've been
last.
tasting delicious. Actually, I actually love cigarettes.
Yeah,
and they're
no,
good
it's
for you.
literally like next to an addict. Yeah, I just got these like little French cigarettes. They're long, thin, and like I can pump them like so fast.
Dude,
it's
it
kinda
literally
crazy. It's
tastes better than some food. It's fucking amazing.
it's,
You
like,
should honestly try.
crazy, and
Oh
then-
wait,
yeah, no, it's that
sorry.
last part of just like, yeah, it's actually really awesome. It's okay, you know.
It's all right. It's fine.
Blowing
Finish
it in
in
my
a
face,
drag,
dude. Just
yeah.
being like, sorry.
Yeah,
Just
but honestly, it's better be sober, you know.
okay. Okay.
Mm.
Thanks. No, I mean it's honestly not bad. I have gotten a lot more work done. I still am just kind of playing video games more. I don't know. It's a weird place I'm in because starting like
Mhm.
I said on last podcast, starting medication and then specifically ADD medication and then getting rid of the temptation of social media is like I have nothing to do but chores and work. So I'm just gonna kind of do that all day. Everything is clean. Mostly everything is organized. Like the work is done. I had to call my boss today and go, "Is there anything else I could be doing right now?" And she's like, "I guess." Like,
I
I
guess.
can find you
here's
stuff.
here, do this. I have to do this, but you can start it for me.
Oh, there you go.
I mean,
And see, that's
like,
good. That's a
okay,
model
sounds good.
employee.
I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna go buy because DJI just came out with it's called the Neo 2. It's like a tiny little drone, like that big,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a quad, and it has these like little protectors on it. So it's a lot like those like fast, almost like competition racing
Yeah,
ones.
similar to FPV.
Yeah,
in a
it's
way.
very cool. You can actually connect the FPV goggles. They're new
Sick.
goggles, the N3s, which
Yeah.
are pretty cool.
Nano's
But it's
cool.
like it's tiny and it's really zippy,
Yeah.
quick. So I was thinking about getting one of those because our drone is in the shop.
Mm-hmm.
But it's only like $300 for like the Fly More kit. And it's pretty nice. It's still like 4K, 60 frames video. Like it's not bad. And they have a thing where you can track. Like it has
Cool.
object tracking. So you can like put it on a car, like have it track a car, and as it drives,
Mm.
it'll like back up or like follow it behind it.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's pretty sick. It's actually
Yeah.
pretty sick. That's like a new firmware update they just came out with.
A lot of surfers use that. Like I
Yeah.
think that's new to the Neo. It was standard in like the Pro drones.
The
for a
Pro and
little
then the
while.
Flip was the other one that was
Yeah.
big for like vlogging. But now
Yeah.
this is like the tiny compact, like 160 grams, like tiny.
Yeah,
little
I
one.
remember a guy coming in to like get an RS4 Pro or something. RS4 Pro, Jesus Christ, a Mini 4 Pro. And yeah, like he was talking about that specifically because he was like, I do a lot of hiking,
Mhm.
like mountain hiking,
Yeah.
and that sort of thing. So like, I just want to have something up directly above me that can like track me while I'm
Yeah.
hiking, so I can like get that top down aerial shot. And I was like, yeah, I mean, this will do it for you. That'll work. It just
Yeah.
depends on your tree line and make sure it's well above that point. 'Cause
Yeah,
it won't,
literally what I was saying. He's like, all right, time to bring it up.
Well, that was the problem with the first
branches.
one is
Yeah,
that the
exactly.
first one had
Not great for that.
no object, like obstacle avoidance
Uh-huh.
technology in it. So it would just go till it couldn't.
And then hit something.
And they would hit something and break. And so now they have like new guards on it that are more durable. They changed the what do they call it? Like not the wings, but the propellers.
Mhm.
So that they're more like efficient and are like quicker agility wise. And then they put 360 obstacle avoidance and like vertical as well.
You
So it's
see-
like way better.
Then my second concern, owls.
Owls.
It just
True.
fucking
Listen.
snatches it out there. Do they
Just
eat
grab it.
other birds? I thought they
Oh,
were like
yeah.
vermin only.
Oh,
know,
dude,
actually.
no, owls,
owls?
will eat. Oh, yeah,
Just,
owls
like,
will
out
eat
the
any
air?
fucking thing. I mean, I'm sure it's not that common. Like most of the
I'm
time, they're
so curious.
smaller, like animals. But yeah, no, owls. If it's big, if it's smaller than an owl, they're gonna fucking eat it. What are they gonna do? See a bird and be like,
Nah.
like, no,
What's
there's
up,
no
cousin?
respect. Yeah, right.
Yes, they hunt other flying birds.
Mhm.
Sometimes
I-
even other birds of prey. Wow.
That's cool.
Are they a bird of prey?
They they're raptors.
Oh,
I
their
think
mortal
technically.
enemy are crows.
They're
think so.
mortal enemy.
Apparently.
The fucking way you said that sounds like it goes back generations.
Their mortal enemy.
Yeah, like
course.
it's like fucking Bohemian Gardens.
Yeah,
Their
seriously.
fucking their counterpart.
Rise for the bad
Yeah, the clan of crows.
Some owls hunt other smaller owls. What
That
the
doesn't
fuck,
surprise me,
dude? That's
dude.
fucked
Owls
up.
are fucking awesome.
Dude, they're birds of prey.
Dude, they're fucking massive, man.
big.
Have you seen a
Owls-
barn owl?
That would be
Owls
like
get
me.
big.
Yeah, dude, it's bigger than your fucking head.
That's
You could replace your head with an owl.
That'd be
That'd
like
be
you
awesome.
hunting smaller
That'd be
fills.
pretty fucking cool, actually.
That'd be me like hunting one of y'all.
Yeah, hunters
That would be
smaller
hunting
fills.
me hunting one of you
There's
guys.
like a little guy named Phil, and he's like running through the
That
woods.
would literally
and
just be
there
me
like,
hunting y'all, being like, I'm really hungry.
Yeah,
be
makes
like,
sense.
oh, that's crazy. Come here.
Nick,
over
come
here.
here. Nick, come here.
Okay. Just unload on you. It doesn't even work. Actually, really quickly related to the drone conversation.
Yeah.
So
That's
like
good.
You gotta stop that.
you guys know I'm a big aviation guy. I'm like
Never knew that.
working
Really?
towards
You've
getting
never
my pilot's
mentioned that ever.
license and that
Oh,
type of stuff.
yeah, that's
You
really
never-
cool. You should start that.
Yeah.
You
but-
should talk about that more.
I know. But
I gotta
weirdly-
get. I'm sorry. I gotta see Celsius. I'm like falling asleep.
You're good.
I'm being so dumb.
weirdly enough, there's a one like major accident in aviation that like is well known and all that sort of stuff that just had completely gone over my radar. Like I just did not
Oh,
hear
you
about
love
it.
aviation
Yeah,
accidents.
and that's my thing. So like I saw the other day.
It's my thing.
That's my thing. So I saw it the other day on YouTube. It was like this Midtown Manhattan helicopter crash from like the 1980s, and I was like, how have I never fucking heard about that? I've heard about other helicopters. Like we've lived in the city since helicopters have crashed in the
Mhm.
city like multiple
Often.
times.
Can I make a guess as to what happened?
Sure.
Israel shot it down.
No.
It was on
No,
purpose. It was an
it's
inside
Was
not.
it?
job.
Was it a Zionist owl?
No, it's a Zionist owl. No, it was there was
For the Talmud.
a company.
Ah! They don't actually do that. They go, whoo, whoo. Sorry.
There was a period of time where people were pushing really hard on like local and smaller scale helicopter aviation for commuting, and like even more so than like Blade or anything else like that that's out
Wow,
now.
they really tried to push
It
it.
used to be like the TWA building that's
Uh-huh.
near the Empire State Building.
Yeah.
It used to be the TWA building,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It has a heliport on the top of it where they would take old like Hueys and Sikorsky helicopters
I
that
know
were
that.
military grade, decommissioned, and they would make them basically these like short hop passenger, transports. And you could literally go to the TWA building and grab a helicopter, and within 10 minutes, you could be at JFK, you could be in Stamford, Connecticut, you could be at Westchester Airport, you could be at Newark Airport, all this sort of stuff, right? So this was huge. There were even
Wow.
city-wide airlines. There was New York Airlines that did this, like hops from place to place, and they were trying to push it to LA, to San Francisco, to Chicago, all these different things. So there was a little while where it seemed like getting a helicopter from one place to another, especially from Midtown to the airport, was going to be a happening thing that people would
Mhm.
just do. And then in the 80s, there was a horrific accident where the stress on one of the struts on one of the helicopters, so the wheel struts that were like keeping it on the ground, broke just instantly. It just like shattered. And the helicopter turned over while its rotors were running, because that's the thing. They kept the rotors running the entire time that the helicopter was landed for disembarkment and for reloading the helicopter, because it saved money, because you didn't have to put on the rotor brake and that wouldn't cause maintenance over the course of multiple years.
Mhm.
So this thing tips over with passengers on the tarmac and fucking cuts four
Just
people
shreds
in half.
'em.
Just shreds four people in half. And then even worse, dude,
Gnarly.
a part of the helicopter flies off the building, kills a 23-year-old woman walking home from her commute, and then a blade from the helicopter swings into the TWA building and destroys an entire office in there. So basically, it was all shut down almost overnight. All of it failed. And now to this day, if you go to the TWA building, it's still there, but no one
Dude.
has used it since that day in the 1980s. No one lands there anymore.
Can you imagine being
No, like,
being the owner
oh my
and then
God,
getting
dude.
that
I'm like,
call?
mother
Like,
fucker.
no, it's just the whole, oh, everything's so good. This is gonna be in LA. This is gonna be in Connecticut. This is gonna be in
This is
downtown. Yeah. I'm sorry. What?
No, it's like
In the building,
Woman, woman
walking
on the
home,
sidewalk.
Sidewalk?
walking
Sidewalk.
on the sidewalk, not
So you're
across
saying
the
they're-
Wait.
They're in half.
three blocks down.
In half.
Cheddar cheese.
Just like, dude.
An
All
office?
right, just call me when you have the families.
Just liquidate all of it.
Just call me when you have the
I
families on
just
the
love
phone,
that.
and then don't
It's
ever
like,
call me
Dude,
again.
just no, I love the idea of the guy so explaining. I was like, yeah, no, everything's going, everything.
It's like, yeah, no, I don't. I'll do at least 2 clicks.
Yeah.
Zzz.
Yeah, you know what? Let's if we're
See
gonna
if fate is really.
You know what?
consistent today.
if it was a rotor, I might as well spin it one last time.
So yeah, dude, that happened.
Zzz.
And now Blade and like Uber are trying to bring it back. But I mean,
Fuck,
dude, I just like
2 out of 3.
Fuck.
2 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
Come on,
I
come
You
on,
know
come on,
what?
come on, come on.
4 blades on a helicopter, 4 tries. Come on.
I love aviation. I have flown a plane. I've flown a plane that's like the engine's been turned off at height and stuff like that. You have a chance. At least you have a chance.
In a plane?
If everything goes,
Yeah.
I mean, well, depending. But like, if most catastrophically bad things happen, you at least still have a shot. With a
Yeah.
helicopter, you're
It's over.
fucked.
Well, my thing is, I've
It's
always
just over.
what I've always
dude.
seen. I mean,
Like,
the common sense to me on that is like, and this is why another reason I will never get in a helicopter ever in my life. At least the plane can glide.
exactly.
Like it has wings meant for gliding.
well, dude,
There's nothing
It's
in
basically
the
a big
world
bird.
that looks like a fucking helicopter,
A big
and
owl.
that's because it's an abomination to physics and nature.
dude,
Like
it's like
that thing is a fucking death trap. The amount of times guys in like
Yeah.
the Air Force or like paramilitary guys who like or like parachute, I guess, whatever they're called.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
paratroopers.
yeah, like they'll be like, oh yeah, I'm not. If I have the choice, I will never get in a helicopter. They're death traps.
Dude,
Even
I
like the
believe it.
big ones, like a Black Hawk, or like the ones that go in, like the big ones, like meant for commuting, and they're like built for years, like decades of like technology and research and studying and experiments, whatever. Even then, fuck you,
Bro, they've been trying to make the Osprey work
Yeah.
forever.
Is that a VTOL?
Yeah, the ones with like the
Yeah,
front-facing
and it
rotors that
goes
can,
forward,
like,
and you go up, and you go
and
up and
stuff.
down,
Yeah.
and then yeah,
And like, I mean, there's that.
and then you get and then yeah.
I remember
know.
back in like the 90s, there were those news choppers that collided with each other because like back in the day,
Yeah,
it
dude.
literally used to
Really?
be where news chopper pilots would be flying the helicopter.
Oh,
There's a
that was
helicopter going
crazy.
over right now.
Y'all
Actually,
can't hear it
very
because of the
weird.
processing, but there's a
Uh-huh.
helicopter. That was
But they're
scary.
flying the helicopter.
Let's just pull up.
They're
next to us.
navigating.
You gotta stop right now.
Yeah.
You gotta stop right fucking now.
Shut the hell up! I'm with the FAA. Shut the hell up.
But you had to fly the helicopter. You had to
Screaming.
navigate yourself in space. And usually you were like following a car chase or fucking like major unrest in the city, weather
cool.
events, whatever. So it's not like you can just go and get a general shot. You have to get somewhere specific. Then you're operating a camera so they can see what you're seeing and you're commentating. So the whole time you're flying, looking, camera, and then having to be, as you can see from below, there's a white Bronco making its way. Like, I mean, dude, you know, like that's nuts. And there have been multiple. I
Yeah.
remember there was a crash. There were 2 or 3 helicopters collided and their rotors were destroyed. So as you said, there's no gliding.
It's just metal.
It's just a metal box that you're in
It's
that's going
cannonball.
to tumble to the ground,
Cannonball.
man. You're dead. It's over.
And it's on
Like,
fire, probably.
And it's
just-
probably on
It's a
fire.
fiery cannonball
Yeah.
coming from the fucking God dropped a meteor
Yeah.
on
The
us.
only thing that I've seen that is kind of interesting is I think from Blade they have these new
Fuck
like
Blade.
quad rotor
Not the
copters that they
superhero.
want to try to build now. So basically, it looks like a little plane, like a Cessna or like a Piper, like a small little plane.
Yeah.
But it has like a drone style, like literally a huge drone looking designed like a 4-rotor base that it sits onto. And from what I can tell, the idea in the design is it's powered by the motors. There's no like forward propulsion with an engine, but if everything fails, you can like detach the rotors and then it will glide itself to safety wherever you need to go to. So it's not just like an immediate drop if everything goes wrong.
But then, what's the upside to that? Like, what are you getting maneuverability wise? I can't just do with a fucking plane.
It's safer.
Just vertical-
Well, it's faster because of the vertical takeoff, and you don't need as much space like a runway for both
Uh-huh.
takeoff and landing.
Uh-huh.
And theoretically, you could, I mean, technically be a little bit more agile in a helicopter. Like they are faster, they're easier to turn. They yaw and tilt and stuff like that in a way that a plane just can't do. So, like, if you need to navigate an extremely urban environment, a little quadcopter like that would probably be better than a small plane. Like, I know for a fact, granted, like I haven't flown many times, but like the few times I have flown a small aircraft, you can't fly that in the city. Like it's not agile
Yeah,
enough.
it
You
wouldn't be
just-
able to turn. You just
yeah,
hit
you just hit
buildings
everything.
immediately.
With that helicopter,
Yeah, I
you
heard
could-
about someone trying to fly
could do that.
a plane through the city. I don't think it ended well.
I'm sure.
I think
it
they
did.
did it twice, actually.
Yeah, actually, I think that's
It didn't
true.
end very well from what I remember. It was like, what, 23, 24 years ago
And those
or something
guys were
like
trained
that?
pilots.
I think I forgot.
Yeah. I don't know, something to do with Israel. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
I definitely forgot.
I definitely forgot. No one asked me to remember it, so I forgot.
Yeah.
But
Well-
yeah, no, that's interesting. I don't know. I'm still never getting in one.
No, listen,
Like,
I
fuck
don't.
all of
I'm
that
not
still.
advocating for it. I'm a huge advocate for like aviation in planes. Yes, dude, it's pretty safe, relatively like
Yeah.
speaking. Not so much of this year or the last year, but for most of the history of aviation, it's been a very.
But that's
safe
not
way
even
to
the tech.
travel.
That's
I
the
think-
operators
Yeah.
and like control
Well, in some-
towers.
some
My
of the
thing
tech,
is,
maintenance stuff, maintenance.
Yeah,
not
but so
like
it's still
tech
human
going
fault.
wrong. Yeah,
and I guess like
exactly.
at the end of the day, it's a human invention. It's still gonna have human fault. But it wasn't like tech failing
No, it
as it
wasn't-
was intended.
It wasn't like the 737 Max that would just dip down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the one that had like a
How,
door
um,
blown off.
How new does something have, or how tested does something have to be before you try something new?
For aviation,
Yeah.
Or
That's a
like you
good question.
personally.
Yeah,
Oh my
because I'm thinking
God.
about like in the very beginning. Because there are
Oh.
people who like fucking who got on the first plane.
Oh,
Who
dude,
was the
the-
first?
I mean, the Wright
passenger?
brothers
No,
were
I mean,
like
they
no
had test
seatbelts,
pilots.
just hanging
Yeah,
out.
but they were just like, hey, like, but also, like, I'm saying, if they're like, yeah, come on with us.
They probably were.
Best person
Would
you could
you?
look into for
Fuck
that?
no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'd
Who
see-
the
I'd
fuck
be
was like, yeah, you know what? This looks good.
Well,
I think I would need that to be going on for
Yeah.
good like 10
Let me see what their
years.
names
also
were real
keep
quick.
in mind that like the flight of Kitty Hawk,
Joseph and Gordon.
they got like 30 feet off the ground. Like they weren't going.
Just
Yeah.
not,
high.
not
Like,
even
it was,
true.
It was just a distance. Like it wasn't that.
Wait, what are their
crazy.
names?
Orville and Wilbur.
Yes,
The
the Wright brothers. But are you saying when?
Such
Just
a
the stupidest
stupid
fucking name.
Mormon ass middle of flyover state name.
Orville Redenbacher.
No, very
Orville Wright
much
and Wilbur Wright.
fucking
Yep.
Mennonite wife having like butter making names.
You know what's funny though?
Kitty Hawk, North
The
Carolina.
Wright brothers discovered flight. They invented the first plane, but they were also very doubtful about the technology after getting it literally off the ground. Like I think one of the Wright brothers was quoted saying that like it would take it was either 100 or 1,000 years before a plane could travel from Europe to the United States, like to hop the Atlantic. And then they did it like I think what 70 years later, like just way under that.
To
like,
be fair,
estimation and that
their
type of
names
thing.
were Orville and
Yeah, hey, listen, you're right.
Melville
But-
Redenbacher.
What when you're
Yeah,
saying
there-
new tech?
there's some hick ass like
Yeah.
thoughts in their mind.
Do you mean like when the aviation community is like, this is good and we're gonna roll it out to everybody? Okay. I mean, depending on the plane, that could
You know what?
be
I'm gonna take it
years
one
or
step back. I'm
decades.
gonna say there's this guy in Saudi Arabia. He's like,
Okay.
yes, look at these new wings, and then he just like has wings that can like propulse, take off, and it looks like he can control it very well. It's like, and I'm ready to mass produce them.
I'd be like,
And then you see a bunch of other Saudis that are flying with their wings.
I'd be like, I need to see this for 5 years first.
5 years feels very, very fair.
Yeah, I think that that's sort of like a all that can really badly go wrong. I
Yeah.
think will happen in that time. So
Mhm.
it's sort of like, who's gonna kill themselves with it? Who's gonna kill someone else with it? What is the breaking point for the tech, and where are the maintenance issues? Because once
Mm.
you get past those four
Because
things,
Model 1 is never the right idea.
yeah, like you're kind of. I mean, I'm not saying you're okay, but like that hits the major milestones. You know, like.
Mhm.
When the new planes come out, like usually you know what's up with them in terms of like massive faults within the first year, but definitely within the first 5 years
Mhm.
for sure.
That's very fair. How about you, Phil?
How long would I need before I got on like a new aircraft?
Yeah, in this example,
Like, it's
there's a Saudi prince. He has these new like, look at my wings, and he like has propulsion wings, and they're like
Fuck you.
I'm
good.
like Icarus. No, Like
I'm
5
good.
years, 10 years.
How long?
Me and
before
Nick
you
have
do it?
them.
Great.
Well,
Huh?
after 5 years.
Yeah, it's been
After
5 years.
It's been 5 years, and we finally buy a pair.
Mhm.
I'll
So we're
wait
Like, all right, it's fair."
10. I'll wait 10 to make sure you guys live.
Okay,
That's fair.
that's not,
Yeah,
that's
fair.
not terrible.
I'll
I-
see
I don't
5
fly
years
that
of y'all.
often.
That's kind of how I do a lot of stuff. Actually, it's like very
5 years.
popular at first. I didn't start watching The Office until 2 years ago. Like when shit comes out and it's really popular, I'm like, let's relax
I
for a little
100%
bit
agree
and
with
let's see
that.
how it fucking goes.
No, I
first.
100%
Like,
agree with that. The first time I watched Barbie was on a plane like a year after it came out. I was like, this feels
What
right.
movie?
Barbie.
I've still never seen it. I've
Yeah.
never seen Oppenheimer either.
I have not seen Oppenheimer, but that's because I have too short of an
I've
attention
never seen the
span.
Godfather movies. I haven't seen a lot of classic movies.
I believe that. I've seen the first. I've seen the second Godfather too.
Oh, yeah,
What's
I think-
the
we talked about it a little bit
Little
here
bit,
and there. I don't know if
well,
we
what's
went
the
to-
most like egregious movie that you feel like you haven't seen? You know, egregious.
The Godfather ones are pretty up there, I would say, just in terms of working in media. People are like, you haven't seen the
Let's rattle off
Godfather?"
some
Like,
of the classics from like cinema. Have you seen Casablanca?
Nope.
No.
Have you seen Gone with the Wind?
Nope.
Yes.
Have you seen Night of the Living Dead?
Nope.
Yep.
Have you seen?
Boring.
I'm
Boring,
trying to think
dude.
of what else is
Boring.
quintessential. Have you seen Citizen Kane?
Nope.
Have
Boring.
you seen? Okay, I'm gonna jump forward a little bit. Have you seen In the Mood for Love?
Nope.
What
I
the
don't even know. I've
fuck?
never
I've
even
never
heard of that.
heard
Have
of
you
that
seen
one.
Old Boy?
No, the
Nope,
Korean one.
never heard
no,
of that one
I
either.
want to though because I heard that one's awesome.
Wait,
Old
which
Boy's
one? What's
cool.
Old Boy?
It's a Bong.
Not Bong Joon Ho. Bong Joon Ho. Jesus, I forget.
I thought
who
it was like
directed
his
it.
like first one or something like that.
I didn't think it was, but I could be wrong. I
Yeah.
know he did
Well,
Memories
Old
of
Boy
Murder.
is like this Korean movie about a guy who's like getting revenge, and it's like Liam Neeson Taken in Korea, and it's nuts, and it's
it's
actually
like-
way more graphic too.
Oh yeah,
and
it's
like fucked. Like he's like
triple-
a fucked up
triple
dude.
the level.
Yeah.
Old Boy.
Old Boy, yeah.
Have you seen Shawshank Redemption?
Wait,
I
but quickly,
just saw that 2 months ago.
Five
Did you like
Nights
it?
at Freddy's 2 trailer just came out.
Oh, finally.
Speaking
dude.
about cinema,
You know what? Fuck Citizen Kane. Let's go see Five Nights at Freddy 2.
I've never even
3,
seen the
you
first
said?
one.
I've never seen it. We actually talked about this on
should
the
I just
podcast
put up the
with Shawshank.
Should I just put up the trailer
No,
to the mic?
fuck no. Fuck no.
Jurassic
Fuck
Park.
no.
Yeah, boring.
Yes, I have seen Jurassic Park. Wait, I was gonna say you asked me a question about Shawshank. I did not
Oh,
think
I
it
haven't seen
was
Shawshank.
that interesting. There were
get
some
you.
things like there were some parts that I think were nice, some monologues here and there. I think the main character is great. I forget the actor's name, but he's great. Morgan Freeman's nice. The warden is really good. Like I love his.
The
I like him really in
director
anything.
was Park Chan-wook.
Okay.
Park Chan-wook.
Oh, of course, Park Chan-wook.
Why you say it like that?
There was just some things about that movie that I was like, I feel. Oh yeah, Park Chung Hook. Yeah, or whatever. Park Job Woo or whatever. Or whatever. I don't know. Old boy, go see it or don't. I don't care.
For Shawshank. So overall, you thought it was?
I thought it was
boring?
okay. I don't like. I guess I see how it could be a classic. Like in the time it came out. My thing was like, we moved on from the whole rape thing way too quickly. Like,
Yeah.
bro was brutally molested
For a year.
For a
remember,
year
remember,
straight.
It's a
like
year.
every day.
Yep.
They were the sisters were looking for him.
And then finally,
What?
Warden Hadley, or not Warden Hadley, I'm sorry, Captain Hadley.
Yeah.
You know, got in good with Andy and paralyzed.
Fucking
literally broke
beat
his
him into
legs.
paralysis.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
Because he raped
the
somebody.
sister-
Because he raped Andy Dufresne.
well, yeah,
Oh, good.
because Andy
Yep.
Dufresne helped do accounting
For the
for
prison
like the prison,
all the
the
convicts.
COs and everything.
Okay, and he also is a rapist.
No. Andy Dufresne is the main guy.
Okay.
He was being targeted
was
by these
falsely
these
imprisoned.
three criminals, I guess prisoners, who are called the sisters, the Wicked Sisters
No,
or
it's the
whatever.
sisters.
The
You're right.
sisters, yeah.
Did you ever see Shawshank? Basically, very quick spark notes.
They were getting jumped. His butthole
Andy-
was getting jumped hard.
Yeah. Andy Dufresne gets falsely imprisoned, or
Yep.
you never really know, but like I think it was falsely imprisoned.
You don't really know.
for
but-
murdering his wife and her lover, right?
Okay.
So he gets sent to prison, and he ends up meeting a bunch of like people who would become his friends, like Morgan
Mhm.
Freeman's character Red, and we watch his time
I'm
in the
Morgan
prison as like
Freeman.
decades go by with the
Andy
institution,
Dufresne.
and
Jesus.
eventually Andy gets out. He's able to escape.
He escapes. And that's like one of the most and that scene
That
is
scene,
really fucking
dude.
good. Like that whole
The
monologue that
tunnel.
the warden does
Oh,
is fucking amazing.
bro, like
And what about her? You think she knows something? I want to know everyone on this fucking blah.
Yeah,
And his whole
then
finger goes, or he throws it
throws the
through.
rock,
He throws the
and you
rock
hear
there.
it
And you
tumble.
hear ting, 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 ting. And he's like,
I'll still.
and he presses on the hole, and he presses his whole arm into the hole,
Yeah.
and they rip it off, and it's just huge fucking hole in the wall,
Yeah.
like concrete and rock. He dug out with a spoon or some shit,
That-
and some chemical that helped to break it
Yeah,
down.
that
Oh.
movie
It's fucking amazing.
In my head, this is gonna be really lame and cliche and like film bro of me, but it is very true.
Here we go.
Every time that I
Sit
write a
down.
script, and like it is something like that where like you set it up in the first act, and it
Yeah.
doesn't pay off until the third. When that works, like, and I read the script back and it has that effect. That's the image that comes into my head.
Yeah.
Is the shot of the warden when he rips the thing off
From
and the
inside
camera's
of the hole.
pulling back
Yeah,
into the hole.
dude.
Like if that really
Yeah.
works, that's immediately what comes to my mind.
But that's
where
what I
I'm
mean. Like some of those
"Yes,
moments
it
were
works."
great, where I was like,
It
"Damn, that's a
works.
fucking baller scene."
And all the
dude.
little things, the,
Yeah.
the fucking
the
pickaxe,
details, yeah.
the what's his name, the fake guy that
Uh-huh.
he made for all the accounting to skirt off all of the like fraud and that kind of thing, and then he goes in the bank. No one had ever seen him
As
before. He
this
never
guy, and he has a
existed as
ton
this
of
guy.
money,
Yeah.
and he completely bankrupts the prison too.
I
Oh,
love
nice.
Shawshank.
It's actually really well done.
Oh, okay.
Jurassic
I
Park.
always wonder if Andy
Jurassic Park?
Dufresne made it to the tree.
Yeah.
I'm
He
Morgan
definitely
Freeman.
didn't.
No, he does in
No,
the
he
end,
didn't.
but it's whatever.
Jurassic Park,
I have seen Jurassic Park.
Schindler's List,
I
No.
have not seen that one.
Inglorious Bastards,
Oh
Yes, of course, we've all talked about
We
it.
talked about that last
Um,
episode.
yeah.
The Great Escape.
No.
What is that?
Who is
That's
that?
a 1950s movie or 1960s maybe. It's about World War II.
No.
Uh,
Okay.
Prisoners of war breaking out of a prison.
yeah,
What's
I-
that
I'm not a big one
doctor
on
movie
the
about
war
war and
movies.
shit? Doctor
Strangelove.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
Doctor Strange.
well,
Love,
it's
it's
like-
fun.
I've never
yeah,
seen
the
that
Cold
either.
War.
That's apparently like a classic.
Yeah, that one I think
This-
is also short. Isn't that like a 20-minute one?
Yeah, it's
yeah.
not.
I never
I don't
saw
think.
Rosemary's Baby.
I
wanted
never
to
saw
see
that one
See
either.
Saving Private Ryan.
I've never watched it all the way through. I've only seen the beginning part and certain clips because there's some parts of the soundtrack that are some of the best pieces of music I've ever heard in my life.
Fair
Mhm.
enough. I'm trying
Was
to
that
think. Titanic.
Hertz or what's his name?
Um,
who was the guy who did Dune?
It wasn't
Zimmerman?
John
No,
Williams.
no, it's not.
It wasn't Zimmerman?
It's not the German. It's not Zimmer. No,
Hans
Hans
Zimmer?
Zimmer. No, it's someone else.
Interesting. Uh, also a classic movie, which
thought
made
it
me think of
was-
like one of those scenes that were just like, ooh,
Yeah.
that was nice. Ironically, Poltergeist.
Poltergeist.
Never saw it.
Poltergeist. Yeah, that one I just
Which is
saw that
ironic
for the
because
first
I'm a big
time.
horror movie guy. I never saw
Yeah.
any of the Poltergeist
No,
movies.
Titanic?
I think there's only
Yes, I've
two,
seen
but you should
Titanic.
check out Poltergeist. Honestly, especially for like one scene, because a lot of times now it's
They're
easy to see.
here.
Yeah, dude. That part I was like, whatever. But it was the part afterwards with the wind rushing in. That fucking rocked, dude.
Yeah,
It was just a feeling of, oh,
Oh no.
that was so simple, effective, and I have no idea how they did it.
Yep.
And everything was practical back then. Like in
Oh, yeah.
short, it's about this haunted house
yeah.
built on burial grounds.
Yeah, I know the
yeah.
whole thing because like I remember the Family Guy shtick about
Yeah.
it. South Park did a thing about it.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the scene that I'm talking about is when there's like a giant wide. It's a really big wide of the living room. It's a really fucking nice house. And then there's just this burst of wind that starts, and it's so fucking slow the way it goes through upstairs, down the stairs, and hits everybody like all one by one, almost like a creature, like
Yeah.
you're like going through the
Stalking through.
fucking like trees, and you're like have your arm out, and it knocks every branch the way that like hits one branch stays, and like there's like a rippling effect, and the way that the wind moves so slow through it, it's like, oh my fucking
Is that the beginning or
God.
the end of the movie?
It's like towards the middle.
Yeah,
it's
it's
like
so
about
it's
the
when
middle.
shit's really popping off.
yeah, it's like it's the
inciting
real
incidents
moment of
kinda
like
thing,
exactly. It's like the
Yeah,
real
we're getting
beginning
there.
of the rise of the action, where it's
Okay.
like shit. This is clearly a haunted house. Everybody's starting to get the image, but now like box is open, everything is out, and I really don't remember too much of the movie if I'm being totally honest. But that scene fucking stuck in my mind for all of the pieces that went around it, how good it looked, how you could not see any of the special effects, and honestly, I really still don't really know how it happened. If I
Oh,
watched
yeah.
it again, I'd start looking for it, but in that moment, I wasn't really didn't have my producer hat on or like my filmmaker. It's just, I am an enraptured audience member in that moment. That was a really good scene. Like,
Hell yeah.
and it's been a minute since I've had a moment like that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, when's the last time you had one of those?
It's been a while.
Yeah, right. Like, when's the last
Wow.
time you had a scene just like, ooh, that sticks out?
Actually, I have a scene like that. Like a week or so ago, we did a little like horror movie watch party for
Yes.
Halloween at our apartment, and we watched Insidious and we watched Sinister.
Oh,
love
I
Sinister.
just watched Insidious again.
Okay, wait.
It's so
what did you think
good.
about Insidious?
Dude, so funny.
Okay, I was about to say
I'm-
it's ass.
Yeah, I'm
Dude,
not
Like in
a-
terms of like
I
the scary, it's
love
ass,
it,
dude.
Okay, dude, I know. At
The
first
only
I
parts
thought it
that
was
are
gonna be
scary
so
is when-
fucking scary.
That's the
popping
only
up.
part that's scary
That
is when
dude
Dude,
is so
Darth Maul.
funny.
the only part scary is
dude.
when the
I
old
love
lady like
him.
he's talking about the guy
Uh-huh.
and then
And
he's
she's,
like,
like,
right
whispering.
behind the dude just like yeah like
Yeah.
that's scary as shit.
Yeah,
When he's up on the
the
ceiling, it's
above it, and
terrifying.
it's
she's like
inside, and she's like
talking, she's like
whispering.
red
Yes.
face like blood, blah
Uh-huh.
blah blah, like the man with fire on his face, whatever.
Uh-huh.
That's the only scary part, but the rest of it, like when they're in the fucking
Dude.
like dark place, like
so
astro. By the way,
stupid, man.
astral
I
projecting,
love it, dude.
that's where we got
I
to is
know, it's
astral projecting,
astral
dude.
And also that
Fuck
old
off,
bitch with her
dude.
fucking gas mask
Yeah,
on.
man.
Yeah.
Like,
Dude, it's so funny, man.
follow my voice when you're in there. Just proceeds to not say a single fucking
Yeah,
word
dude.
to him
Also,
until he
you
gets
saw?
back.
Did you see the second one too?
No, we didn't watch the
Oh,
second one.
dude, I think
there's-
that one's better. First of all,
I was gonna say that one is scarier, and also the
Yeah,
concept
yes.
is scarier because the demon following the dad of the
Mhm.
guy who was forced to be a girl
yes.
as a kid.
Wait, so you did see it?
Yeah, I've seen it before.
Okay,
yeah,
word,
yeah,
word,
yeah.
word.
And
No,
'cause
dude,
I
that-
thought that's what the first Insidious was.
Yeah.
Was like it starts with the demon and then it goes into that, and it's not. And so
No.
it ended, and it was just like this is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
this movie sucks.
No,
Like,
honestly, I kind of love it because it's just like, oh, this is pure camp.
Yeah, yeah,
like, This
yeah.
is so
yes,
ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Even
That's what
like
we
the,
were
Oh,
saying.
dude, the two like dudes,
Yes,
like they're following
dude,
just
the
like,
fucking paranormal
yeah, it
guys.
was yeah, actually, video is extremely important.
Actually, video is just as
It is
important,
actually
if not.
really-
It's kind of like the whole thing. So you can't really do it without me. And the
Yeah,
guy's like,
dude, it's
I
just
can
like,
figure it out.
shut
And he's
the
like,
fuck up,
he's like, I'm pretty
bro.
sure I can figure it out. And the guy's like,
Oh, actually,
no,
no,
you
you
actually
actually
could
really
not.
couldn't.
Actually, so.
No, but my favorite part, dude, everybody
Okay.
there is such a caricature. I think that is a good movie in the sense that you can't watch it seriously,
Yes.
but it is very
It's a good group
enjoyable to
movie.
see what they decide to do because it's a very creative movie. It's
Yes.
actually a very, very creative
I
movie,
would
and I
agree with
really
that.
appreciate the ideas that came to life. Like, I think the hell that the kid was in, that was pretty fucking good. I thought that the way that the set design was made out, the stupid ass like tiptoeing through the flowers song. I mean, it was
Yeah,
so
that was-
egregiously campy that
that's
it's
right,
impossibly scary.
The
It's
hell like layer. And
Dude,
then you
he's,
look
like,
up and the guy's like
sewing,
doing shit, like
playing a fucking jukebox
Yeah,
like
dude,
this.
yeah.
Oh, dude,
Tiptoe
it's funny
through
as
the
hell.
window,
Yeah.
by
Like,
the
you're not
window.
real. You're not
No,
scary.
and that is one thing. It never felt stuck. It was always just like, what?
also
That's what's next. All right, fine, all right,
This is
all
what
right.
you do. Yeah. Also, kid, why are you scared? He's literally just like making a dress. Like,
Yeah.
this is just a drag queen, truthfully.
It
Yeah.
literally,
It
it felt
literally
like it
is.
felt like what's it, she or her or
Her
whatever from Powerpuff
fucking-
Girls.
yes,
Yeah. Her,
No, him.
that's what it is. Him.
Mhm.
It felt like that. It was literally that. But
It-
if you tried to
very,
make it
very much.
real, like,
Yeah, I loved it, but my favorite part, and then I'll shut up about it, was in the second movie when the dad is like going to the beyond or whatever the fuck they call it.
yeah.
And
The upside down.
And you basically,
like,
it just is the
it
upside
is,
down.
it is.
Basically.
He is like getting attacked by like this one guy. He's like, I gotta go back and save my family or whatever. And it's like okay, well, he should be dead. Deus Ex Machina, that old bitch comes in and just like slaps the demon
Slams, yeah.
out of it. But
Be
she's like
gone!
on a track and she's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah.
standing still and like
Yeah,
somebody
I
is
know,
fucking
dude.
pushing her fucking like stiff corpse
Yeah.
on a dolly.
Yeah, she's
And
like the
she's like,
supreme wizard for
Yeah,
some reason. It's like, wait, so
exactly.
if you were God in this fucking realm, why didn't you fix it the first fucking movie?
Exactly.
Go in with the
dude.
demon and fuck his ass up
It
in
was
his
so
house.
funny,
Like,
dude. No, Insidious.
raid his
I
house, no knock warrant,
I
and beat his ass.
love
Like-
Insidious. I watched after I watched. I was like, I actually have to watch this like 2 more times.
Yeah, yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, there was. So I was gonna say that. Sorry to interrupt you again,
No, you're
but
good. You're good.
that moment you were talking about where you get like that. Oh, that's
Mhm.
terrifying. Was
Yeah.
from Sinister, actually.
Yes. Can I
And,
guess which one?
Well, yeah. Go ahead.
Is it the one where the car and he's like watching the home video of the car?
That used to be that, and the mowing the grass one used to be
Yeah.
the scariest scene when it started. And you go, "Ugh," and you like
Mhm.
you flinch with him.
Mm-hmm.
No, for me, one of the scariest moments was he's like looking outside because he's realizing that Bagul, like he doesn't know who he is, but he's like
Mhm.
realizing like, oh, this guy or this thing
He's
is
always there.
he's always in the
He's
videos
always
because he keeps
present.
looking at him in the swimming pool.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess there's two moments technically like that are scary. One is when like this still image and he goes
Yeah, like turns and looks at him,
and then
yeah,
turns
on the
back
side
and
door.
Ethan Hawke goes and
Yeah.
oh, that is one of the scary. I remember in the movie theater I watched it in like 8. I
Yeah,
went
dude,
in
I
the
literally
theater
just
when it
got
came out.
goosebumps from thinking about
Dude, when
scene.
that came out and that happened in the theater, I audibly was like, oh, because like he literally lives in the images. That's
Yeah,
terrifying to
yeah,
think about.
dude.
The
Mhm.
second one was when he's like, he took a picture of the
Oh,
backyard and he holds up the picture. He took like a screenshot, from the
Yeah,
video.
exactly.
And he
from
holds up the
hanging
video from that angle and he pulls it down and he's right there with like a very obvious Hollywood light under him. But
Yes.
Mhm.
it was just like, you're like, like my whole body would tense up and I was like,
Mhm.
oh my
Yep.
God, I've seen this movie 25 times. It's still
Yeah, dude.
terrifying. dude.
Sinister is one of my favorites.
It's one of my favorites.
One of my
It's in my
favorites.
top 10.
Yeah,
And
of
I think
movies.
and
Period.
it holds up so well. And it's
Mhm.
because Ethan Hawke is great and all the side characters are great. But you know who makes it? Is
Officer nobody.
Officer so-and-so.
So
Yeah.
that's it.
Officer so-and-so.
Uh-huh.
That's
when
why
he
was
has
the
that
main
whole
character of the sequel.
Yes,
everybody loved
because
him.
he's trying to
Mhm.
yeah. But when he's there one of those final times when he's like, "Did your wife know that you are like what happened in this house? Like, does she know yet?"
Yeah.
And he's like, because he just stayed up all night because he's like,
Mhm.
something is in my house.
Mhm.
Yep.
And he's like, and Ethan's just like, yeah, I mean, like, I didn't think it would really be a big thing. I mean, like, would you live here? And the officer's just like, absolutely not, dude. He's like,
No.
you believe in ghosts? He's like, yes, yes, I do. I don't know how the fuck you live here, dude.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
terrible. This is insane that you did this.
Oh.
And he's just like, what did your wife think? And Ethan's like, she's like, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
You fucked up,
He's
man.
like,
Yeah.
I would not want to be there when you had that conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I
Dude,
think that
why? Like, you have to tell her what happened.
Yeah.
that part.
You have to.
And
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps thinking about
yeah,
like
no,
that
I literally-
performance
I
between the
showed
two of
Nick.
them, where he's
It's
just like,
so good.
"Yeah, this is insane that you did this, you fucking psycho!" Like,
the phone call at the end.
oh yeah, dude, with the guy,
Yeah, it's
just
like,
like
you didn't move, did you?
you didn't move, did you? She's like, oh yeah, he's just like, yeah.
Yeah, we got
Not
out of
only
there.
not only did you just like do exactly what this guy's
put
pattern is,
in-
you just accelerated. it.
Yes,
like
you accelerated
you
the
just
process.
accelerated the
And
process,
you put yourself.
and
in
you
it.
put yourself in it.
That's the big thing.
Oh, dude.
I
so
love that movie.
fucking
Oh,
good, dude.
It's weird
Yeah.
because like there's two horror movies that really
Oh,
stick out. To
I
me.
know.
I'm like,
like,
I'm
I
goosebumping
know,
my
like,
arms
I
and my
literally
legs,
felt
dude.
like
It-
oh,
And I just
like, my
watched it. I'm
muscles
still
just
like, oh,
relaxed.
that
I just
shit's
wanna be
freaky,
clear.
man.
I love this movie. I think it's because I've seen it probably like literally 100 times.
Oh, yeah.
Because like when I was younger, I was like my friends and I, like even before you and I were hanging out that heavy, like Omar and I were obsessed with Sinister. Like as
Yeah.
soon as the trailer dropped, we watched it almost every day. We saw it in theaters like 3 or 4 times. I bought it as soon as it came out. And like I just know it now from like back to front. So the unfortunate part about that is like I can't get it won't sneak up on me
Yeah.
ever, which is annoying because like I'll just go into it and I'm like, all right, and then he goes in the okay. That's cool. Like, you know, like that, you know, and
Yeah.
that sucks because I want something like that. The only film that has given me the same vibe, given me the same like literally stand up after I watched him was like, holy shit, that was amazing.
Is it
was
Oppenheimer?
No, Hereditary.
Ah,
Hereditary.
Also a phenomenal
Hereditary,
movie.
I got to be honest with you, and again, this is also very annoying.
Especially those ending when everything is coming together and you're
for
like,
horror,
she's up.
from I would say 2000
Scary.
to
Dude, Toni Collette.
2025.
Would by the way.
Those are of course. Those are the only 2 films to me that matter in the horror genre.
Which one?
Besides maybe The Conjuring.
Which one?
That's it.
Hereditary and
Sinister and
Yeah.
Hereditary. In
Conjuring
the
and
last
The Conjure's
25
great.
years, those are the only
Conjuring-
2 to me. That
Dude,
matter.
I think
did you watch
Conjuring-
Women in Black? Have we watched it together?
See,
That
okay,
was a good
I know this is
movie.
one of
We
your
watched
favorite
To me,
movies.
that is one of the best. It's very slow and it's not as jumpy. But
Dude.
to me, it's always like the story of it where you're like,
Oh, listen.
oh, fuck.
I feel that way.
Holy shit.
I feel about
and
Women
then
in
right
Black
at the end, you're like,
the exact same way I feel about Haunting in Connecticut.
I never watched
legitimately,
that.
because they're
Oh,
both
it's been a minute.
They're
It's
both
a pretty
like
good movie.
atmospheric, really well told stories, strong cast, great performances across the board, and it's not the type of thing where you're sitting there the whole time being like,
Yeah,
"Ugh,"
yeah,
you're
yeah,
just
it's
there
not that
like,
tense.
Okay,
Yeah.
oh, gee, okay, all right, I'm back
Oh.
into it. Like that's really cool. I've never found The Woman in Black to be that scary to me.
Mhm.
I love the story, and also it's fucking Daniel Radcliffe. He's
Yeah.
one of my favorite
So
actors.
I
good.
think it's honestly one of his
Also,
best performances
dude,
outside of Harry Potter.
the fucking I would also agree with that. The
That's
like
phenomenal.
the flooding and like cutting them off from town. When he,
Yes.
like goes out to the
Horrifying.
mansion.
When he has to
the
find
fire.
the actual body, like the
Oh.
carriage in the mud,
Yeah.
like in the bogs.
Don't get me wrong.
Fucking scary.
That is
bro.
incredible too. And the reason why
Yeah, the fire is
even
a
though
scary
it's
one too, which she looks
slow,
over and just
which I love slow movies. That's like part of my
Yes,
I
it's
love
very
that kind of
slow.
stuff. They are very slow, but at the same time, like I don't know, it just I'll never call it boring ever because it's not a boring movie. It's just so slow and atmospheric that I'm sort of like it's scary to live in that world.
Mhm.
And I like being able to have a portal to it. The story itself never gets me so enraptured that I'm like, I need to know what happens next. It's more of like I like this guy. What's gonna happen to him? You know what I mean? Like in
Yes.
that subtle
Oh,
difference.
Dude, actually, you reminded me of
Yeah.
one of my, in a very similar vein, but I think that this movie just looked cheap and I never understood it. And I just rewatched it. The Nun.
Oh yeah,
I haven't watched it in
I never liked the
years.
Nun.
I think it's.
You said it wasn't good,
so
right?
Bad.
It's
Dude,
really
I think
rough.
it's really bad.
the
Like,
painting scene.
Is that the one where she's like tied
Um, do
down?
Do you remember that, or was that in the Nun
no,
too?
It
Maybe.
might be the Nun too. Wait,
Where,
what
like,
was it?
It's like the woman painting the portrait, and it's like the portrait, and it like becomes her, and like the portrait like turns around, and then she like is able to like come out of it, and then she like
Oh.
appears in the back and stuff.
I
like
think you're
that.
thinking about so the fuck, and this is why the Conjuring, I guess, is important. is because
Ugh,
the
that
Nun
movie-
is
that movie,
in
by
the
the way,
same
is fucking
universe.
phenomenal.
The Conjuring is really good. Actually, I think The
That's- I
Conjuring
would add
2.
that to my
I think The
That's-
Conjuring 2 is better.
Sinister,
Um,
Conjuring,
Really? I never
and
saw the second one.
Hereditary.
The second one I think is better.
Is that the one in London?
Yes.
Yeah, I
That
like
one was really
Is that
good.
where the family goes over again? Ed and
It's
Al or
when
whatever?
the what's it called? The two
British,
people
yeah.
they go to see this haunted chair. And it takes and okay, so the whole idea is the nun, I don't remember his name, is possessing this ghost in a house, and then that ghost possesses the daughter. So then the daughter is like possessed. He goes on a bunch of news shows. Like this is based off of a real
real
event.
thing,
Yeah.
Is
Um,
it Italian?
no,
No,
it's
they're British.
London. Yeah.
London.
So it's like
It was during
one.
Beatles Mania. It was like 1970. Or
Yeah, it was-
And it's
1971.
not the one where she's like tied to the bed or anything like that.
No,
She's not like I'm
no,
thinking
it's
about
no.
something
little
else.
girl with the bob haircut. She's always in the fucking red nightgown.
Yeah,
Yes.
I don't
most of the
know.
movie.
I don't think I ever saw this movie.
It's okay. Like I think it's really good. I think that's good that you haven't watched it. I think it's really good. I think that that's a good sequel.
Dude, fuck the
Um,
Nun. The Nun was terrible.
Oh, dude, the Nun was so
Conjuring's
bad.
great.
But
Nun's
the thing
terrible.
is, that scene that you're talking about was from The Conjuring too, because it's the
Oh,
same
there you
nun.
go.
Where she's following, and then
It's
the
based
shadow.
off the same nun. Are they in the
Yeah.
same universe
Yep.
then?
Yeah,
Yeah. So
Wow.
the nun
it's
was
all Ed and
the
Lorraine Warren.
root.
So
um,
Annabelle is also in the nun universe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
wow.
That's
a
all.
Conjuring
It's a part of the
I
of
knew
the
that one
big
was a Conjuring, yeah.
universe. Yeah. Which
Okay.
I think is. I think The Conjuring is great. I think The Conjuring 2 is great. I think the whole universe is stupid as fuck. But whatever.
Annabelle wasn't bad. The first one.
I
Not bad.
cannot.
Wasn't
I
good, it wasn't
literally
bad.
cannot remember any scenes. I believe that
Never
it'd be
saw it.
better. All I know is the nun looked cheap.
Yeah, it
Like
did.
there were some scenes that I was like, did you go to Party City for these like crosses that you are setting up and just like let the fog machine rip?
You know what else
It
had
looked
that?
cheap as
Yeah.
fuck.
Paranormal Activity, either 5 or 6, the one that was like La Lorna.
Yes.
La Lorna or whatever.
Llorona?
Yes, the fucking like Hispanic.
Horrible.
Yeah.
Really?
Dude, it was really
I
bad.
love that one when the
I
guys
hate
get
that
out,
one.
like the fucking like cholos get out with shotguns. They start
No, no,
blasting
Like,
dudes.
The
That shit is- and
performances
by the
are
way,
great.
they almost beat the ghosts. By the way,
Yeah.
if they had like
almost
2 more
shot it.
dudes with shotguns, they would have won.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was
fuck.
crazy.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, they're blasting this shit away. Like they're like
Dude, that's
walk around. just-
awesome.
Oh, I loved that one.
Yeah.
It was like
That's-
5, I'm
that's
pretty
fucking
sure. I saw that in the movie
hysterical.
theater.
Just
I was like,
feels
this is
like-
awesome.
one of those things where I was like, this could be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And it's just like misses the mark, in my opinion.
I
in
would,
my
yeah,
opinion.
I would say like the ending, like the confrontation when they go out to that fucking weird place where the cult is, because like the whole thing is that it's like a cult of like generations of like
Yeah.
women who are like propping up this spirit of like La Lorna or
Yeah.
whatever, and yeah, because I remember one of the things that really unnerved me in that is the guy's like looking through a camera or something through a vent, and he like looks into like this girl's room because he's trying to like peep on her, which by the way, don't do that.
In case
But
you
he-
didn't know.
just in case you
But
weren't
he
aware.
sees like the grandmother like naked, like just like standing still, like with the granddaughter, and she's like rubbing like blood or some shit. I just remember it being like there's like a
Oh,
moment in that's like,
kinda creepy.
what the fuck? And then it becomes this whole
Vaguely
thing of
remember
like these women are indoctrinated into this like cult between like generations of families. It's almost like Santeria esque.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
it's very interesting. At least
Okay.
that's what I
Yeah.
remember.
I-
No, that's what I
okay.
remember too.
I kind of like this. What's your like worst horror movie? I
Yeah.
like this. I like this
Oh, like what is
conversation.
like what people think is a good one you thought was bad?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
man.
the nun fucking sucks.
That's
Say The
hard.
Nun.
That's really hard.
Yeah.
Wow, bad. I mean, Insidious I thought was so bad.
It was bad,
Insidious is
dude.
really
That was
bad,
a rough
dude.
one. That one was really
Fuck,
fucking
I was
rough.
so bad.
I feel like Paranormal Activity gets way too much hate because it's like not the most impressive.
Yeah, but it did that thing.
exactly
Like it popularized
exactly.
Yeah, I mean, like it definitely brought it into the mainstream.
Yeah.
Like I think that Blair Witch was just so much better. Like
I've never
I'm
seen it and I
very-
need to
Uh-huh.
see it.
I'm very biased. I hate Paranormal Activity, the entire franchise.
Really?
I do, and it's not because it's found footage.
Okay.
Because
I actually love the
Cannibal,
first two.
I love
I
Cannibal
like it a lot.
Holocaust.
I like it a lot.
And I
Cannibal
loved
Holocaust.
Blair Witch. Like it's I even like fucking what's it called? Jesus, not Contact. Cloverfield.
Yes, I was
Cloverfield.
about to say
Oh,
Cloverfield. I thought was not that
Cloverfield.
great,
Like-
but the one with John Hamm,
Oh,
uh,
wait,
123 Cloverfield or
John
whatever.
No,
Goodman,
you're
you
thinking about
mean.
yes.
John Goodman.
Did I say John Hamm? John
Yes.
Goodman. Sorry. Yes.
That would have been such a different movie.
But Paranormal Activity.
I just don't understand. Like, what do you want?
What?
Actually, I fucking
If you
would
don't want to
love
be in the
it.
bunker, then leave the bunker.
I remember loving that movie when I first saw it, but I remember rewatching it and being so fucking bored.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's slow until the
It
end when
really
she
was.
realizes what's going on. But that's
That
why
was a nice
I
payoff.
love those kind of movies.
Yeah.
Where you're watching and it's like these little things where you're like the character is cracking.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
those like move like, you know, they're talking, blah, blah, blah. The guy and the girl are like having fun laughing, and he's just like, stop it. Stop. Stop laughing.
Yeah. He
It's-
fucking.
We're eating dinner.
He.
You gotta
gave
respect me.
An incredible
What the
performance.
fuck? And he fucking
Yeah.
the acid vats.
Yeah, and he
shit.
fucking
Oh
just
my
disintegrated
God.
John Gallagher Jr., who
Yeah.
I think is such a good horror actor.
Yeah.
Oh man, he is such a weirdo who does Broadway and horror.
Yeah.
Like what a fucking.
He's
like,
a scream queen.
No,
He's a
like
modern
specifically,
scream
he's a
queen,
Western
like,
one. He like
yeah.
always does folksy roles on Broadway. It's so random. And I still, I
Now
think we
in
talked about this.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, not really. you see, that's a joke, but it's not.
seven brides for seven brothers.
There
Coming
was
back to Broadway.
what was that one where he was the killer? Hush.
Oh,
Hush.
Yeah, Hush. was
That's a great
That
one.
is a
That's
phenomenal
a
movie.
great one.
Phenomenal
Yeah, that
movie.
was John Gallagher Jr.
Dude, he's the killer in that?
Yeah.
Phenomenal
I know,
performance,
dude.
dude.
He
Well, if you
was
bring
awesome.
that up, you got to talk about The Strangers.
I've never
Strange.
Which
seen
one
it.
was
That
that?
has been
You
on
guys
my
remember
list.
The Strangers?
Oh, I know about that, and the French version is better from what I hear. That one is
is.
just a
Is that
family.
the one where it's like
It's a couple.
It's-
They're a
yeah.
newlywed. Well, I think newlywed couple. They go
I
up to
never
a
saw
cabin in the woods for the weekend. It's based on a true story.
Yeah.
And these three masked assailants just commit a home invasion, kill both of them.
that guy's
and
mask
leave
is
them.
fucking sick.
Dude, it's
Yeah, dude. Real
I'll still
story.
never
It-
forget-
it wasn't based off of,
Liv
but it's
Tyler.
very.
No, it's based off a true story.
No,
Bro,
the one
the
in Connecticut.
2000s
which one in
iconic
Connecticut?
babe,
The
Liv
Google
Tyler.
one.
Oh, the home invasion,
Yeah.
the Cheshire home invasion.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it?
dude. No, it's not based.
Because
on that.
it was really fucking.
No.
brutal.
The what's it called? The Strangers was like they told it almost exactly how it happened. It happened like
Oh my
Vermont or something
God,
like that.
that's
But no,
fucking brutal. I thought it was a
dude,
French thing.
no. Well, actually, it might have been. I was almost positive it was based off a true story though here in the United States.
It might have been, but
a
it might
French
have
film
been.
made about an
Yeah,
American
that's what I
story
think it
that
was.
then taken back.
Yeah, and just
But
the
there was
worst part about it is just like there was. What was the reason? Yeah, just
You were
equal
home.
people.
You were
Yeah.
home.
You were available.
That's it.
That's the Strangers.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
That's
that shit
so
fucks
apparently
me
there
up.
was a Strangers release this year.
Yeah.
Actually, about a month ago.
Yeah, there's been a
Yes,
bunch.
that's
There's
right.
a series.
That's
I think.
right.
14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh yeah, they
That's-
always
that's
like
they
right.
always say that.
garbage.
Well, that's
But-
because I think to make a movie about just pure evil malice of just like there's an opportunity, like it'd be as if we were just
Yeah,
going to the
sadism
train
for the sake
station,
of sadism.
a door is open, and then we see just like a family who just left it open. It's like we have masks. Let's fuck with them, and
Yeah.
then just decide to do that for hours, and then
Yep.
finally end with killing them. Why? They left the door open. They could, and you were bored.
See, what's interesting is that it doesn't work there, but for like the first Purge movie, I actually kind of liked that movie. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, I know. I like.
And that's the whole thing is that these rich people come over and terrorize this family, and then in the end they still kill them.
Yeah, I think the Purge. I love
The rest of them were
idea
ass.
the
I watched
Purge.
the Purge Day 1, and then the
Yeah,
Purge,
I've seen the
like
Purges.
America or whatever it was called.
I love the
Those were
idea of the
bad.
Purge. I think that's
Independence
kind of
Day or
lame though,
whatever,
the way
yeah.
that it plays out. I just think the characters are lame. I love the setup.
Yeah, setup's great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's a good idea.
the son who like is, or not the son, the daughter who keeps her like boyfriend, and it's like, yeah, you'll be safe here. And he's like, great, now I got to kill your fucking father. And it's like,
Yeah.
why?
All right,
yeah.
Why?
Oh, that's funny.
Mhm.
Hey, man, that's funny.
Oh, hey, we're dating. You're killing my dad. I'm cool. With
You
that.
making a joke while there's people invading our house? That's really funny.
Mhm.
Like, that's really funny, man.
Dude,
Thanks.
he tried to do that. I like I
know.
hate that because it's like, what are you gonna do with the girl? She's gonna be like, you know what? I actually fucking hate that dude anyway.
You know
Yeah,
what?
good job,
Thank
man.
you.
Fuck my
Yeah,
dad.
let's
You did
go.
it. You did
Let's
good.
do it.
Fuck my
Let's
dad and the
go.
guy who raised
You
me,
know
who's
what?
actually like a decent
Fuck
guy
me.
and actually doesn't like you because you
Uh-huh.
are a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck
dude.
that guy, right?
Fuck
Yeah, dude. Like I hated that dude so fucking much.
Yeah.
Also, the little kid, the little brother.
Who lets
Pissed
a
me off.
stranger in?
Yes, and yes, he was a good guy.
Yes,
Ooh,
yes.
But no.
Yeah.
Well, that was my
No.
biggest problem with fucking Sinners.
Oh yeah.
No.
Was
yeah.
the Asian lady. It was like, come and get it. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, shut up.
Yeah, don't do
Oh, that's when you decide to break. All these friends, all these people you've known for years, all get fucking brutally murdered.
Yeah.
And all this shit happens. And now that your husband is out there, now you're like, I can't control it. Shut the fuck up.
To
Oh
be
my
fair, it was her
God.
daughter.
Okay,
that. Oh yeah.
either way. Fuck you. How about fuck you?
Oh, she did.
Like, you think you're so, she's like this whole like,
Oh,
I'm
you think you're so
pragmatic, I'm a
special?
cool lady, I'm like, I'm with it, blah blah blah. Clearly not,
Yeah.
because you fucked everyone else up. Like, so
this conversation
I agree with you.
is very interesting, just because like something that's been rolling around in my head for a long time is like, how do you make horror new again? Because it's so
I don't know if
played
you
out.
That's a good
can,
question.
That's the
honestly.
thing.
Like, it's like you honestly just have to
Well-
play off of like new fears
Well, that's the
in
thing.
actual life. I
Mhm.
I'm
think.
thinking like, how do you make it more visceral of a reaction? Because like beyond just the content, because I agree with you, right? Like you have to modernize it in a way that's like not fucking smartphone. I'm not talking about Unfriended or any of that bullshit, because that's all
Actually,
terrible.
I liked that movie.
Yeah, I
Ah,
believe
I
that.
hated
The
that
first one
I-
where it's like they're on like video chat, and
Yeah.
the guy like sticks his fucking throat into a blender.
movie. Yep.
I actually loved that movie. I thought it was great.
Oh,
The rest
okay.
of them were bad, but
Yeah. But I'm wondering like how you actually make the experience more visceral in a way that like I think involves the theater and like AR and other like physical effects. I don't mean harming people. I mean in the sense that like in the way
Just
that
put him through McCamey Manor.
I think that Leah and I were recently having a conversation, right?
McCamey Manor, the 4D experience.
Exactly. But we were saying that like I think she was saying to me this World War II movie. We were watching the Ministry for Ungentlemanly Warfare, that like Henry Cavill, whatever you say it, movie from like 2 years ago about the like Nazi killing British dudes who are out in World War II.
yeah,
Fucking Jack Reacher, the guy who played Thad Castle, is in it. That sort of
It's a
thing.
bunch of
Oh,
like
yeah.
buff dudes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
And like
cool
she was saying
guys.
to me, because there was like a sweeping shot over like the Italian coast, and she was like, "This just doesn't look like a World War II movie to me. This looks like a modern movie." And I was like, "Well, yeah, like it's lit differently and all this other kind of stuff." And she was like, "No, I just mean like it doesn't give off that same feel that even like Inglorious Bastards or Saving Private Ryan or any of those movies do." And I was saying to her something that we learned in college, which is like you have a relationship to the time period based upon the media that you see it in, meaning that we grew up with cassette tapes. When you think about what's called VHS tapes, when you think about
Say,
World War
how old am
II
I?
and those sorts of things, like even beyond the VHS, once you got DVDs and whatever, it has a certain like SD standard definition look
Like
that you're
fuzzy,
accustomed
kinda,
to,
yeah.
that gives it that feeling that you as a modern 21st century person associate with World War II. So when it's clean and crisp and looks like it was shot this year, it doesn't matter if you have all the artillery pieces and the like, uniforms on like perfect, historical accuracy. That's what I was looking for. It just doesn't feel the same. So I think that in the same way that like, when we were younger, when we were kids, there were still full grown adults who could go to the theater and have that thing of like, it's going to jump out and get me. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, that's not going to happen. But there were still people being dragged to movie theaters because they were so scared to physically be in the environment and see the thing coming at them.
Still built like
We-
tension and fear.
We
and
live with screens now. And again, I know I say this every fucking week, but it just is a marvel to me that like the masses are so media literate now. Like the fact that TikTok and even Vine back in the day allowed normal people to have like a perspective on not just content, but media itself and the way that we use it has made a really advanced and honestly pretty sophisticated audience to have to produce for nowadays. So I'm not saying it was easier back in the day, but we didn't have the same relationship with media and technology that we do now. So I'm thinking that I don't think you can make a horror movie just from the right screenplay, the right direction, the right camera move, whatever, to make it like actually scare people. Like I think it's always going to be that novelty of like, yeah, I jumped a couple of times. It was a good story. I really liked it. But what's going to make you feel like you're 8 years old and actually scared again? Because here's my other thing. You guys know I love haunted houses and haunted trails. I've been to probably 30 or 40 of those in my life. It's mostly the same gags. Some of the set pieces are the exact same, but it still always gets me because part of it is that like agency of like you moving through the space at your own pace. I'll to this day, there's one haunted house I try to go to every year where they have, I'm not exaggerating, probably a 5 to 6 minute walk where you're in completely whited out conditions in mist, and it is so thick that I could not see Kevin at all, like barely a shape of him
White
from this
conditions
far
is
a distance.
interesting because
And
you
you have to
should
walk
see it, but you
Mhm.
and you
can't.
have to
It's
walk
scary.
for like 5 minutes, and it's just this open room. So every now and then you'll like touch a wall, but it's not a like normally shaped wall. So like your hand will come off of it, and you're like, "Where the fuck am I?"
Oh,
Like
that's
I
that's
Oh,
and it's
that's
wild.
enough.
really cool.
It's enough that like after a couple of minutes, you're like, "Okay, it's cool," and then it keeps going. You're like, "When is this gonna
All right,
end?" And
man.
then like
Yeah.
after more of that, you're like, "Oh my!" Like I don't know if I'm gonna get out of here. And
Yeah.
then you just at that point you walk out of the mist section. So
Mm.
like that's my thing, is that what can you do as a horror maker now
So
that generates that type of a feeling?
No, I know because
So
it can't be just gore
you
because
reminded
like
me.
Yeah, it can't
That
just be
reminds me
what's
of
on the screen.
2 movies last year that came out, which I actually can't think about any horror movies that came out this year.
I can't either. Really.
I
Last
Besides
year.
Sinners.
I think
Oh,
Sinners.
Smile
Yeah,
2
I
came
still
out.
think that Sinners. I don't know. Sinners feels like
It's
it's
a
not
horror drama.
horror.
It's a
Yeah,
historical horror.
yeah. I don't know. Would you classify it as horror? I'd say maybe thriller more.
It's a thriller.
Yeah, you know.
I
Not psychological
guess.
thriller.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
some jumps. Like
Yeah,
there's
definitely.
some.
It's definitely scary and has monster elements to it. But I guess I see it more as
It's
like a
just too
monster movie.
campy
Yeah,
to be like
it's
exaggerated.
it's
Like,
definitely
it's too
it breaks
like
the form.
yeah.
So
And then it has that whole fucking dance thing that just completely
oh,
takes you
so
out
hot.
of it, which is like
The 2 movies that I'm thinking about last year, which I think were probably the bigger ones that came out. One, The Substance, which I watched this year and I thought it was really good. I didn't think it was scary, but I really appreciated to the body horror elements, and I think that that worked pretty well because a lot of people are so body conscious now.
yeah, especially
That
with like the adjustments and Botox and
exactly. I
fillers.
mean, think about everything that we have nowadays, like Ozempic. Like there's a lot of different things there, which I didn't think was scary, but I was like, I can definitely see last year how this could be like uncomfortable for people.
Yeah.
And I think that that's where a lot of people are leaning in. Like, what makes you uncomfortable? What is your like your deep seated fears? And that's where I need to see this movie, but I've been putting it off because I'll be honest, watching it by myself sounds like horrible. Skinamarink.
Oh yeah, Skin and
Huh?
Marink. Yeah.
Skinamarink. Look it up. It's a movie
It's a remake
that's
too, isn't
is
it?
it?
I'm
I
pretty
didn't
sure
know
Skinamarink
that.
already existed, and
So-
then they made a new American version of it.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Skinamarink is a movie where
Two
it's
kids, right? In the house, the
yes.
doors start disappearing and shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
So the
yeah.
idea it's about these 2 kids left alone in a house, but you're taking it from the point of view of the 2 kids, and you're supposed to be seeing it as if you were the 2 kids. So a lot of times it's just one shot of like a dark hallway for maybe 5 or 6 minutes, and then you'll turn around, you'll look again, a door is missing. You'll hear some noises. And it's supposed to give you that really uneasy feeling of you're home alone. Your only thing is lit up is the TV glowing.
Yeah.
And you don't know if the voices are coming from the TV or down the hall. But either way, you're too fucking scared to go check.
Yep.
And without a parent, who do you call out to?
Yeah,
Which I
exactly.
think is a really, really cool way to fuck up the format. But the idea of literally watching that by myself sounds like hell.
Yeah.
I don't want I can just watch that just in my own fucking apartment, you know? I would want to watch it with people, but
Yeah.
then I feel like it would lose the effect. So
That's the thing.
it's a very like I want to see that just to see how they're breaking the form because that was probably one of the only real like new horror movies that I think broke the form that people like said that genuinely fucking scared me.
Yeah. I mean, Good Boy looks pretty cool. I'm excited for that one.
Yeah,
About the
I heard
dog,
about that
from
one.
the dog's perspective
Yeah,
and everything like that.
I think that that's what
I feel like that
kills
could be
me.
cool.
Or I think that that's what's has been really popular right now, this idea of helplessness.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, actually, because another one, which maybe it was this year, but Bring Her Back. Was that last
this
year?
year.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
Bring
it
Her
was this
Back.
year.
Bring Her Back was awesome.
I have not seen that yet.
Bring Her Back
I
was
love
awesome.
Talk to Me.
Yeah.
So I need to see it.
I
but
think it was so much better than Talk to Me. I actually didn't really like Talk to Me that much.
Skinamarink
I really
made for $15K, grossed over $2 million.
Yep.
was
Yep.
that the new one or
Yeah.
the old one?
There isn't an old one.
There isn't an old
It's not a
one?
remake.
I
Mhm.
thought there was an original version of it.
It might have
somewhere.
been like a YouTube series that
So
got
he has a YouTube
popularized.
channel. He made a short film called Heck that was a proof of concept for Skinamarink.
Okay.
He also runs, the guy who directed and wrote it runs a YouTube channel called Bite-Sized Nightmares, where he has people submit their nightmares that they have, and then he does like film recreations of it.
I like
That's
that.
cool.
And he said that Heck was a proof of concept for Skinamarink and it was based off of a reoccurring nightmare that people kept putting in, which was like, I was a kid again in my parents' home, and I woke up and no one was home, and then suddenly this house was just getting smaller, and there was something in there with me, and I never saw it. I only heard it and felt it, and so there was always this like looming presence.
It's cool.
And then
Yeah.
so. Enjoy.
Ooh.
I would watch that, but
I'd be down
now
for that.
Let's watch that.
what I was
would
saying,
actually
what
be
I was
down.
gonna say is your statement on Barbie was like what I was saying, which is like I think that a lot of like new horror movies just have to kind of be based off of like what are the contemporary fears that we as a society are kind of like projecting through our behavior and through our trends.
And that's why I think that feeling of helplessness, and everybody's media literate. We all have an idea of, okay, if we're in a horror situation, what would you do? Call somebody, get a gun, weapon, yeah. I think, good boy, you're a dog. What kind of agency do you have?
Yep.
Skinamarink, you're a child, and like a toddler, exactly. Like you're a young child. Bring her back. Do you know who the main character was?
It's a little boy, right?
Nope.
Oh, I have no idea.
The main character that is a character, but it centers around a blind girl.
Oh, cool.
Yep, a blind teenager. Another feeling of helplessness.
Yeah,
So I think that that's a big theme that I'm seeing with a lot of horror movies, making you, either you or the main character that you want to live, very helpless.
Yeah, the lack of agency.
Exactly. And I
Yeah.
think that that's always been popular, like in the 90s, the slashers, the last girl, it's a girl because well, multiple reasons with the 90s and slashers, but like usually because of the feeling of helplessness. And that also is exacerbated. And that's one of the reasons why I love the 90s horror era with slashers. They always used a knife because it was the whole idea of, and the villain was always a man because of the whole idea of penetration. And it was a woman because that power dynamic, especially back in the 90s, was very much you are getting attacked and assaulted in multiple forms from a man. And that's why it was always the last girl. And that's also why the last girl never participated in drugs, never was the partier, and always the bimbo.
The virgin character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because it was, you can do everything right, but
it still comes after you.
Exactly. So we're seeing that trope being reanalyzed and into, a way that you feel extremely helpless. And that actually kind of tracks with I Saw the TV Glow. I know you hate it, but I do like the idea.
It's just not a horror movie.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't hate it as a movie. It's just not a horror movie.
And I think that
Still
the
never
horror
saw it. I
element
should
comes
watch it.
from the idea that the main character is coming to terms with
Just
their
so I can see how
identity.
bad it is, like you're saying.
You hate trans people. It's okay. And
that's all I know about is that it's like a queer movie.
Yeah, and listen, this is all I know about too. I still haven't even seen it, so I'm just kind of pulling it out of my ass. I do want to see it because I've heard.
You'll both understand exactly what I mean.
I think I know. I think I
It's just not a
know.
horror
I think
movie.
I know where it's coming from. And I feel like the reason that I'm taking this take without having seen it is because it's supposed to be about somebody coming to terms with their identity and that being a horrifying thing. It's like, oh, fuck, I'm trans. I now know this. No, like now I know this. I can't close that box, right? It's like, what is that? What's the fallout mean for everything? So that's another feeling of helplessness of, oh my God, I just learned something that I literally can never unsee.
Yeah.
So that's actually very interesting the way that it's being recontextualized in terms of how do you make the audience feel as helpless as possible?
True.
It's either their identity, they're an animal, or they're disabled.
But how I see it now is like I definitely think that AI like horror stuff will come to fruition pretty quickly. And to me the horror aspect comes from like this thing that like is kind of human but not. It's the uncanny valley. But the big scary thing to me is that like it learns from you. So like whatever this thing is based off of, AI or whatever, it's constantly adapting to you. So you get like one chance to do a solution. And then after that, you can't do it again because it knows and it'll do it to you. Like it's constantly basically just pushing back what you're giving it.
Mm-hmm.
And so like that would I think would be an interesting thing of like it's slowly becoming the main character, like the victim. And I don't know if you go Jennifer's Body way of like it's literally trying to then go be this person and replace them, or is it like
Terminator.
making you come to terms with like I don't know of like you have to live amongst it now, but it will just slowly consume you until there's nothing of you left, and it's just covering you basically.
Cybernetic.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
I
know
like
somewhere
that.
in there though, but like it's always learning off of what you give it.
I
And like how you
that.
speak. So like it's like there's a big video game right now that's based with it's using AI, and it's a group game. It's a horror game where you have like your friends and you're all positioned in different places around this like warehouse or wherever the map
I've seen
is.
it. Don't like
And
don't
you have to
scream or
do
whatever.
something like that, but you have to like use proximity chat to talk to each other. You can't do Discord or anything. But when you're in the game and you use proximity chat, the monster takes your voice, analyzes it, and speaks back to you in your friend's voice. So it'll be like if we're talking, right? And I go, hey, let's go left around this corner and then we'll hit a right. And so we take a left, and instead of taking the right, I take the right and you go forward, and you're like, Phil, and then you just hear me being like, I'm behind you, just come back. But you don't see me. And so you have to guess whether or not it's your friend or it's the villain. And it analyzes your voices in real time.
Oh, that's kind of fucking
that
awesome.
shit is
That's
that to
kind
me
of
is like
awesome.
that's the next thing is that it's
yeah.
consuming it. Like that's the horror part is this AI thing always learning from you, and you only get one shot to do something, and if it doesn't work, that's it.
Well, and you hit the main point too. I think it's got to be something interactive.
Yeah.
Like I don't think films are going to go away or anything else like that, but how do you beat horror like that? You know, like it's you're in it.
You would have to
there's
have
still a
like
story.
facial recognition in the theater, and it actively analyzes faces in the audience and puts them on characters that are like these like throwaway kind of like not NPCs, but like in It Follows, right? There's like a faceless person across the park lit by a spotlight, right?
Yeah.
And that face, if it goes in on the face, it's like someone in the audience. So then when the film ends and you're all leaving the theater and you see the people who got put in the film and you're like, what the fuck? Like, how are you here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, that could be something.
That could be cool.
Okay.
But then you have to let people consent to facial recognition.
Yeah.
I mean, most people do.
Now, granted,
Most people, whenever they use their iPhone,
there was a big band that just did that. I think it was Portishead. Did like
know.
maybe not Portishead, maybe Primus. Did like a big concert. It's a British band.
I'm not up to date with that band.
Actually, Primus made the South Park theme song.
Yep.
But
Hell yeah.
they also do My Name Is Mud. My name is Mud. Anyways, someone did a big concert and they put facial recognition software in their cameras facing the audience. And what it was doing was they on this big LED screen behind them, it would like bring up footage from the audience
profiles.
and it would literally have like a square around their face, like recognizing, and it would say like their information that's publicly available. And it would say like what emotion they're putting on. So if someone doing like this, like it would be like very happy, or like someone's like crying because they're so happy. It would just say crying, sad, this person's name, this. And they were basically showing like it's everywhere, and we can even get it.
Oh yeah,
it's
no,
over
dude,
for you.
I
like you're constantly being surveilled.
How would you feel if we were at that concert? It just said Nick Bradshaw, employee at plural, Kevin Moore, teacher at this high school, at Phil Beavers, just for fans, OnlyFan model, toe sucker
top
nickname.
top 0.0001% OnlyFans homosexual model, like gay content creator,
ass gaping model of the year.
I'm like, I don't even
this
do
is
that.
not me.
Like that's
this is
not me. It's
me.
like, well, they got the rest of it right, so
that's your birthday, dude. Hey, Phil, that's
dude, that is your birthday. I know that's my birthday.
It's like, yeah, I think
that's not me. I don't do that.
I think that's you, man.
We work together. I don't. When would I have time?
When do I have time?
When would I have time? I have a
okay.
girlfriend.
Valid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you work
right,
from
okay,
home for a
yes.
nonprofit, huh? Yeah,
Sure,
okay.
Phil, all
Yeah,
right.
just girlfriend's actually boyfriend.
Honestly, the thing that makes me
Fuck!
upset the most is that you just don't share the money with us.
Yeah.
You couldn't bless us even once.
No, literally,
How do you think
net value is 1.5 million.
How do you
Like-
how do you think I afforded this H&M turtleneck? It's class. Flex my Timex watch. on you.
Dude,
But
that
speaking
is
of,
so
gentlemen,
funny.
this is a phenomenal episode.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
We
We've
actually
actually
talked about media for
way
once.
past an hour. So.
I was having a great
This is
conversation.
awesome.
I
good.
think that it combined a lot of our favorite things of horror, of
Yeah.
movies, of what
Talking about how
scares
do we
us.
move forward?
Dude,
how
listen,
do we,
I love our
Uh-huh.
segments, but I would like to do episodes like this more.
Oh,
'cause we
yeah, that was a good
actually-
We
one.
didn't struggle
actually
at
talk
all to
about
get
No.
through it.
No,
Yeah.
we were
It
excited,
was
like,
you cracked the Celsius and we were at the
Yeah.
races,
We
dude.
were
We were
off to the
all-
races.
Yeah.
No, it was. You know what it was? It was the what was the last movie that really made you feel ooh?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, guys, leave in the comments what your favorite horror movie.
Yeah, what's your favorite movie?
Yeah.
Also, what's your favorite horror? Wait, what's a horror movie that everyone thinks is great, you think is terrible? As
Yeah.
well?
for sure.
Yes.
I would love to
Please
hear
leave
that
it.
from
I
people.
would love to hear
And
that.
give us why.
Yep, we want to know why, and if you have any other topics like this that you'd like us to discuss, whether it's another genre, if you want us to look at, like I guess situational sort of stuff like war movies, westerns, that type of stuff, we can definitely do that and give our thoughts and talk about recommendations for you guys
Totally.
and which ones suck.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
And speaking of suck, Nick and I have some business to do after this.
That
So
we do.
we're making
Top
content.
1%er.
Yeah, we're about to, it's
Top
0.0001%.
My
Thank you very
bad.
much. It matters because it's a lot of money. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's episode of the Bay One Entertainment Podcast. This is your favorite show, and you know it. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Bay One Entertainment. You can make sure to check out the website, www.bay1entertainment.com. We have new stuff coming up. I think I'm sure we got something. I
have
always
some
say
shorts
that,
coming.
but
I'm somewhere along the way. We have a few music videos. We have a car commercial.
we have a bunch of stuff that we want to shoot, and all of us are so busy, so we're trying to
Yeah,
find time
I
to get
just
all that done.
I just posted a photo shoot that I did with our good friend Mel Selber.
Yeah,
I haven't.
Shout out.
that is cool.
I didn't see it because I'm not on the Instagram.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
But-
just bad friend.
Actually, no, I did see it because of Nick showed me,
That's true.
and it did
actually, I
look really cool. You got her in some cool poses. It was
Thank
cool.
you. No, I think that turned out really well. So
Yeah.
check it out.
And that was in this office. So
It was.
No, it was not.
no, it was not. It was at her house, right?
That was at
It
a different
was
studio. Yeah,
in
no,
this
I
office.
shot
For some reason.
I shot another designer here, a friend of mine.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's
Mm,
right.
Yes. Those
You
will
can-
come out soon.
You can follow me on Instagram at phil.omf.
You can follow me at nick.bradshaw.20.
You can't follow Phil, first of all, but you,
You
can
can follow me. I won't see it.
Oh. You can follow me at the_K_Mora.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm a gay guy.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.